Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. This time we're going to continue on focusing on the new E.G.Os, specifically on Otis Bynes. So this E.G.O it's another VOV, interestingly enough, and it's got its own unique amplitude conversion, Tremor Fracture. When staggered and when the sum of Tremor potency count adds to 20 or higher, raises stagger level by 1. You stagger someone who's got a bunch of Tremor Fracture on them, and they'll just immediately become stagger plus, so you can do a bunch more damage. It sounds pretty cool, so we're gonna roll with it. Got a standard-ish Tremor team here. Not really standard. I'm kind of going for some of the weaker units because I don't want Ufi Heathcliff because I don't want to have to fight between multiple types of Tremor. That's for sure. But I'm also going to use some units that you do not see very frequently because in order to fuel this E.G.O, 1 Wrath, 1 Lust, 4 Sloth, and 4 Pride. Now, Wrath, Lust, and Sloth, these two cover fairly well. We're using you, strange enough, because you've got both Wrath and... both Pride and Sloth, and that's what we mostly need. You've got Pride and Sloth. You've got Pride. You've got Pride. You've got a Sloth Defend as well, I guess. We'll roll with it, see how it goes. I probably should have had Effervescent Corrosion on Rodion, but I think we'll probably be fine without it. I don't know. We're not really going to... Our goal here isn't going to particularly be, to maximize, Tremor, as much as it is to maximize staggering, right? Like, I'm not concerned if we don't have the optimal Tremor stuff going, right? As long as we can maintain the Tremor, it should be fine. There are definitely going to be some issues with that, namely the fact we've got quite a few things that will reduce Tremor count on target. But we started with Green Spirit, Nixie Divergence, standard Tremor stuff. It'll help out a fair bit. This is like, I feel like this is the first time I've manually, I've selected Roastman or, Merso, willingly in, months. It's, probably been, half a year or something, honestly. I think this is, this is probably the most forgettable identity in the game for me, at least. It used to be LCC Rodion, which is still really forgettable for me, but she's forgettable in a way where I also just kind of dislike her, so she's kind of not forgettable in that sense, right? And the Roastman or Merso just doesn't really do anything. Right, I'm like a Roastman or Gregor, enjoyer. I think he's fun to use. He's nothing special, but he's nice for the rep stuff. Merso, he's got charged on his skill 3, and his skill 3 alone, it spends all of it. Odd. Very strange unit. Oh, this could be nice. Can we pass the check, though? Doesn't look like it. What's our best odds? You need all 3. You need 2. You've got a 25% chance. You've got what? You need to pass 3 60s. I mean, you're probably our best bet then. Just go for the 25% chance. It's a low chance, but it's also probably our best chance, yeah. Sure thing. Bite the bullet. Unfortunate. Well, that's fine. We still get 20 costs at least. It would have been nice to get the actual earn early. That's super good for getting a bunch of cost, but we can live without it, right? But yeah, we got the trailer for the new IDs, and we also got, the showcase for the season today. It always takes me a minute to remember, whatever's happened recently and to talk about that stuff, is as exciting as it is. New IDs look cool. Getting Butler, Edgar Family Butler for both, Ryoshu as the 3-star Nelly, and then a 2-star random one for Ishmael. That's interesting. It means we probably only have 1 seasonal ID left. Probably going to be, Earl King, Heathcliff. Maybe we'll get a 2-star. We'll have to see what the precedent is, right? Because in Season 2, Kanto 4 had 8 seasonal IDs. 4 3-stars and 4 2-stars. But then Season 3, Kanto 5 stuff had 4 3-stars and 3 2-stars. We'll have to see. They all just died there, that's interesting. But yeah, they look good. They're probably going to be, what are they, Bleed Haste, probably, since that's what the Edgar Family Butlers seem to be. That'll be cool. It'll be nice to get more haste stuff. Ryoshi getting a haste ID feels fitting. If it is Bleed, though, I guess it will kind of step on Kurokumo's toes, but maybe it'll be unique enough to, not. I feel like it's probably just going to be better than Kurokumo, though, if it's decent Bleed at all. Maybe not, though. Maybe they'll do sinking or something with them. I don't think so, because the Edgar Family Butlers didn't have any sinking on them in the fights. We'll have to see. Thinking it through, we're looking for resource gain and Tremor. My outpost early on is always solid. Sip a lighter will work. We don't need Gloom, but it'll be nice to have, you know, source of stuff. Coffee and greens, we've got a fair bit of lust. Yeah, we'll roll with that. And then we can get Faust another skill. Skill 3 isn't particularly. I don't really want to change your skills, I don't think. Oh, we can get Ishmael another skill too, though. For even more Tremor stacking? That's pretty good. Yeah. We'll do that. And we'll just keep the rest of our costs for the next floor. We'll probably want to upgrade some of this stuff. Well, if it's getting Green Spirit plus will help us out a bunch and just getting even more Tremor going, right? Pretty solid. Okay, Smee time. Oh yeah, but the other thing to bring up is, of course, the oh, if you get this, you won't get a funny one off, so that'll work. Sure. The roadmap. We got the roadmap for this season. Of course, the next thing is going to be Mirror the Wuthering, Mirror Dungeon 4. And then after that, the first mid-chapter event is a T-Corp themed detective thing, which is actually exactly what I was hoping for. I feel like I made the bit a couple of times where I was hoping we get a detective mid-chapter, and we actually are, which is funny. And it actually was exactly what I was hoping for, being, you know, like classic Sherlock Holmes type, like hats and stuff. That'll be funny. Seems to focus people. I mean, the image showed Honglu, Ryoshu, and Rodion. So some combination of them will probably get the IDs. We probably will actually get an ID for that one, I feel like. We gotta. Getting a funny detective ID could be funny. Don't know what they'll do, but, would be cool. I mean, I guess it would be nice if we got, like Ryoshu and Honglu, like, syncing IDs or something. I don't know if a detective being syncing makes the most sense, but it could, right? We'll have to see. We've got no idea. And then, of course, after that, we are going to get Railway 4 Masquerade. Railway 4 is going to be a lot of fun. I've enjoyed a lot of the boss fights in Kanto 6. Once again, I'm not going to talk about them here because I'm still trying to be, you know, spoiler-free. As spoiler-free as I can with this giant flashing button in the corner that, you know, if you haven't played Kanto 6, you've never seen before, right? Fine. If you're confused about the button, please play Kanto 6, right? Shh. It's actually not that big of a spoiler, it's just a funny bit, right? This is something that we can use if we ever, you know, need to. And it might be real funny in certain circumstances. We'll see. Once per day, I think, so. Using it during the daily mirror dungeon is probably the best time to use it. But yeah, and then the other mid-chapter, mystery on Warp Express, Orient Express bit, but with Warp. That'll be cool. I mean, we might see some returning Warp people then. I know a lot of people would be very glad. Or maybe we'll see some other random people. I'm really curious how they do a Warp Train mystery, though. Because, like, surely we're not going to get on a Warp Train, right? It does make me think, though, that, our prediction for the next district we're going to might be completely off if we are going to take a Warp Train. Right? Because we're going to take a Warp Train, we could reasonably get, like, basically any district in a relatively decent amount of time. But then, like, I don't think we can Warp Train Methy, so I don't know. I don't think we can actually take the Warp Train, unless there's, like, a cargo thing for the Warp Train, but I don't think so? I don't know. I guess we'll see in time, right? You guys are wondering, I will actually use, like, the special E.G.O sooner enough, right? I'll probably use it on the boss or something. I'm focusing on building up the resources right now. But yeah, and of course, Kanto 7, the dream ending. Which is a super interesting name for a Kanto, because there's so many ways they can take it. And I presume the point is they are going to take it in so many different ways, right? So of course, the dream ending can be like waking up from the dream ends, or it can mean like, it can be like something like that, kind of like the delusion ends. Or by dream ends, it could mean like the end of Dawn's dream, her like aspirations. Or in a positive light, the dream ending can mean like the perfect ending, right? And I feel like it might mean all three of those at once. Funny, and the image of some weird guy at like a carnival circusy thing. I don't think it's 8 o'clock circus, but similar vibes. This feels like a pretty different vibe to me. I don't know. I'm not an expert on, you know, 8 o'clock circus. there are some people that are basically experts on 8 o'clock circuits, so I'm sure it would be great things to talk to you about that. I don't know, it feels off to me. I don't think it's 8 o'clock circuit stuff. Just other stuff, because I mean, she's got the carousel in her background. It's tied to that, I think. Simple as that. I'll be looking forward to that. It's gonna be a fun couple of months, and that's not even mentioning Walpurgis Night, which is probably gonna be sometime soon. I wouldn't be surprised if they like pair Walpurgis Night with like Mirror Dungeon 4 Hard or something. Or maybe if that's like the week after Mirror Dungeon 4 Hard, and then like 2 weeks later or something, that's when we get the mid-chapter, first one at least. I don't know. Like, I think I've said it before, but getting a, like, in 2 or so weeks' time, getting a Walpurgis would make sense, because the historical Walpurgis is at the end of April. And that might be what PM's going for by, you know, waiting. And also the fact that it would have fallen basically in the middle of Candle 6 if they actually waited, like, exactly 3 months or so. I think it's going to be every 4 months more accurately going forwards. Since that's how the seasons take, long as the seasons take, right? Green Spirit to ++. We can get Nixie Difference ++2. Sure. That'll be nice. We could upgrade one of these, but we're focusing on the Tremor stuff, so it doesn't help us that much. Risky encounter, and the boss of this floor is going to be, everything there of an Inquisitors, so probably a pretty good thing to Tremor a bunch. They're fairly tanky, especially first turn. You can attack them a bunch and they won't take a lot of damage to their instinct. Yeah, that's a lot of Tremor. We love that skill too. Good for stacking up a lot of Tremor. I was checking Discord for a second, because one of my friends who's currently like midway through Limbus, just got to SEA, and he saw Molar again, and he was like, they're back. Very wholesome. Thank you, Heathcliff. Okay, I'll probably stick to like the Heathcliff and Nelly announcer only for like a couple more days, right? That'll probably work out. I'm sure Bill take them down. Yeah, so far it's just kind of like a middling Tremor run. We've got most of the decent Tremor units. We're missing some of the good ones. I like Oofy Heathcliff a lot. Definitely wondering, like... I mean, I think most of the time you should run Oofy, even if you're trying to get stuff with Otis Binds. Because I'm focusing on Otis Binds, I don't want any other types of Tremor to get in the way. But I feel like it's the kind of thing where it's easy enough to manage. You just can't use the skill 3. That's the one thing, right? Oh, here's the thing. Oofy Heathcliff is actually kind of perfect if you play it right, because here's the potential plan. You use Binds, you inflict the Tremor Fracture, you stagger the enemy so they get Stagger Plus. And then you have Heathcliff uses skill 3 to turn the enemy's Tremor into Tremor Decay, so they got a bunch of defense all down, so they'll take even more damage. Right? You can definitely pair them together. They don't necessarily go at odds with each other. I've kind of been treating them like they do. But like they definitely can work hand in hand very well if you play them right, I think. You're gonna get countered if we do it like that. You know what? What's the lust resistance on this? Neutral. You resist slash, so like you'll be fine. Okay, yeah, just focus on inflicting a bunch of Tremor on a bunch of these guys. Sure, this'll work. I do believe. Should be good. Playground stacks a bunch of Tremor on this guy, so that we're basically set in that front. And now we get the binds off. Okay, we got Tails. Unfortunate. It only cost 10 Sandy. Raw. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's because these guys have a bunch of protection this turn, right? And you get countered for like a bit of damage, but not enough for me to be too concerned. Yeah, you can see Tremor Fracture now. It's a red Tremor. I really like amplitude conversion. I think it's super cool. I hope we get more ideas, with it in the future. I do really wonder what Ufi's gimmick is going to be in general, though. Are they all going to just have, like, Tremor Decay? That's purple Tremor to match their color, right? You've been staggered. Just normal staggered? Hmm? Can't tell. Oh yeah, you can trigger that. Try that out. That'll be good. You'll take the counter. You'll be fine. And this will stagger, so you should get stagger plus, right? Yes, okay, so it happened there. You got stagger plus. The other guy didn't seem to be stagger plus, though. Did he not have enough tremor on himself for the time or something? I feel like he should have. So I don't know. But yeah, look at how much damage taking thanks to them being, stagger plus. Heartbroken. Oh no, you just okay. So stagger plus doesn't display here. I see. I couldn't remember. Well, they're decision you because that'll probably just kill you. This should work. Yeah, they're taking a lot of damage because they've been stagger plussed. Their decision finishes this guy off. Nice. Didn't even need the 4th coin, so yeah, that's definitely very good. And funny skill 3 on you. It is a 2-target technically, but it doesn't actually matter because it's only hitting one person, because there's only one person alive. Reminds you of the brainy sort you met back in your syndicate days. I still really wonder who you could mean. Maybe he's talking about Matthew. Maybe he thought Matthew was a brainy sort. Could happen. Interesting. Pride, gain offense. Let's take the Nebulizer probably. Yeah, I don't want the max HP up particularly. It's kind of rude. We'll press on, but yeah, you could see just the power of Tremor Fracture there. Definitely very cool. Oops. Let's see. We can get this off. Might pretty good. How are we doing on resources? Pretty good. I mean, if this costs so little sandy, we might as well just do it again, right? See how that goes. The only issue is they don't have enough tremor for it to be... Oh no, never mind. I got confused. So, unlike Tremor, because the Tremor Decay is only inflicted if the target has a bunch of, like, 20 tremors on them, right? But this one, Tremor Decay, or Tremor Fracture, is like, no matter how much tremor they have on themselves, it only triggers if they've got a lot of tremor on themselves. Fine, we killed most of them there, so that was cool. Fortunately, we staggered. Okay, yeah, now you can see it. Okay, so it's just Abno, so you can't see the stagger plus on. That feels like it should be changed. I guess it's something I really haven't noticed before, because you don't really stagger plus Abnos much at all, right? I can't really think of an Abno that you'd, like, actually stagger plus fairly often. I guess it's just something I hadn't really ever paid attention to. How odd. Well, this guy lives at a little bit of HP. You heal up a bit, but that's fine. Should be able to get the kill with Otis and get some sanity back, right? Oh, you got Base Hong loose. Our sanity's actually being healed by his passive. Or Base Hong loose is support passive, I mean. Will we get a shop now? Gregor skill? No. Otis skill? Take another day on decision. You're going to be egoing a bunch, so I don't know exactly how much it's going to matter at Late Bloomer's Tattoo. I saw it before. I think I'll take it. Nothing's really calling out me. Okay, there's 2 good E.G.Os there, but neither of them, help our team, so that's fine. Pekatula time. Pekatula.
가서 할 수 있는 건 다 해보고 오라고. 저보다 한 주먹거리도 안 되는 놈들이니까.
I don't think we need to E.G.O here, though. We'll save it. No need to do it every fight. Nice. And we get a funny daring decision off on you. Once again, daring decision is like strengthened if you have a lot of tremor count on self. I don't think I really ever pay much attention to your tremor count on self, though. I don't know, it doesn't really feel like that impactful enough. I don't know. What do you do first turn? Okay, you do have vibration compression ready, so you can go for that. We'll do that. Good work. Nice. Didn't quite kill because they resist gloom, but that's fine. That was some strike. You left him in shambles. He's just so British. How is one person so British? It's quite a hard thing to comprehend. Okay, but here's the thing. So if we get downpour, will we have enough tremor affliction just immediately have enough tremor fracture, right? Because effectively, we start with 5 tremor potency, 5 tremor count, right? So that's 10. And then binds inflicts, what is it, 6 tremor on hit before the amplitude conversion stuff, right? So, then it's 16. So we have 4 more tremor on enemies basically at the start of the turn, aka maybe like we go for a couple random attacks, right? That's honestly all we'd need. You're not daring decision the 11 HP guy, I don't think. Or maybe we should. Who's to say? I don't know if it'll work like that, though. I don't know. I think... I don't think so, because I think if you stagger them with the physical... It's only if we stagger with the Tremor Burst, I suppose, which is doable. I'm thinking through a lot of things. I don't know how comprehensible it seems. I'm kind of just planning. I really hope we get Downpour, because it'll be even more Tremor going on, which could be pretty good for us. I'd also like the Bell, don't get me wrong. The Bell would be nice, but... I don't know, it's not particularly the bit I'm going for here. Although it will be more damage up, so I'll absolutely take the Bell if it's given to me. Down they go. Victory. I don't think I'd actually press it. I didn't realize I could actually press the button while it was still showing up on the screen. Yeah, they'll probably fix that this week, if I had to guess. Not like a very major bug, but it's a bug nonetheless. Okay, we're fighting fish on this floor. That'll be fine. Hello, Gregor. Good dog. Okay. Crabs. Alright. This is Pride, so you know, they do resist it slightly. But only slightly, yeah. We'll go for it. Gain highest Pride Sloth Resonance attack weight, max 2. We can get some Pride Resonance here, which I think we're going to mostly doing. We'll have to rev up instead of rack some scores if you want to do that. But then you'll get more attack weight and you should be able to hit that guy. Okay, that'll work then. Fine by me. 4 Pride Resonance for the 2 addition. 4 Pride Resonance is needed, or 4 Sloth Resonance is needed to make it a 7 target. E.G.O. It should work. Then we hit all 4, I think. Yeah. That's good. And now they've got the funny Tremor, so if they get Stagger plus. Like that. That was a smart move, yeah? Sure was. And of course, because we've got the tattoo, Pride attacks are stacking up our offense and defense level up next turn. So that'll be nice. And gamble. Good stuff, we love gambling. And yeah, these guys should just kind of die. And yeah, Ragsum scores brutally murders this thing. Nice. I guess it doesn't kill it, but there was a stagger plus on the trash crab from the Tremor burst, so that's cool. Not something you ever see in a crab, because they only have 2 stagger thresholds usually. But now thanks to Tremor Fracture, you can. First aid kit. A little bit of healing and fish time. Okay. Let's see, we're definitely going to need the resins if we want to hit all the body parts with the mass attack. We can kind of manipulate things so it's not like the most required though. Where are you? There you are. I've mentioned this briefly, but I can't see like the bottom chunk of my screen. It's just weird. So it takes me a little longer to find which center I'm looking for, and I have trouble because like I can't see half of their portraits. Body's gonna be a bit of a nuisance, but that's fine. We're probably gonna want the pride residence this turn anyways, or maybe the pride residence. Great. Okay. Let's see. We'll try seeing if we can win some clashes. We'll clash that. I'll clash one of the bodies here. The molars. Does this? I don't use you enough. Yeah, that'll be fine. It's only neutral. That's okay. Okay, so we don't even need the residence necessarily. Just hit all parts. That's good. What I was trying to go for, so I'm glad it's working. Quake rounds also in neutral, that's fine. Get that going. Get that going. Okay, it looks good. Yeah, going for a lot of neutrals that I probably shouldn't be going for. Okay, we win that, that's nice. Unfortunately, your first coin's the one that gives you the tremor count, so oh well. Darn. Oh no, we win these, cool. Unlucky, it's the second and third coins that you want anyways for the tremor. The first coin doesn't really matter. What does the first coin even do? Is it a defense level down or something with suppress? Or not suppress, with whatever skill 2 is called, I forget. Get this off again. Now when we stagger you, it's going to be very awesome. Okay, you lose that, that's fine, you still got the tremor. And this will be a bit of a tremor. It also reduced tremor count a little bit. That's fine. It's time for them to be smacked, isn't it? If you insist. So, I don't think I haven't talked about it yet, but it could be a funny idea at some point. Corroded corroded binds. Similar enough thing, but here's the thing. Hails hit tremor burst, on hit tremor burst, on hit tremor burst. It triggers the tremor fracture alongside of taking a little tremor count and just tremor bursting a lot. We've got their decision here. I think it might be funnier to go for this though. Hitting all the parts? No, definitely not. Okay. See then. Why is your speed roll so high? Alright. One of those IDs that you really do not think it should be fast, but it is fairly fast. Yeah, that doesn't work. I didn't think so. Fine, you can deal with the tail whip, actually. That's cool. We'll be able to clash that if we do it like this. Okay. I think that's fine enough, right? You can't have every progression you don't have the charge for it. Well, you still could do it, right? I mean, it just doesn't help us out very much. Oh, we lose these. You had a favored chance. Alright, that's fine. It happens. It was favored, it just wasn't enough. You don't take a lot of damage from the tail, so it's pretty fine. We got heads, unfortunately. So we only get 2 tremor bursts instead of the 3. You challenge my authority. Very cool looking, that's for sure. A lot of staggering happened there as well. Okay, we broke the right leg as well. Very cool. We're gonna stagger plus the body with the suppress. That's cool. Yeah, you ever stagger plus headless sickness? I don't think so. I really do not think so. Although the left leg, I think, is what we want to super go into this turn. For damage healing. Because we can attack the body a bunch, but there's only so much we can do to it, right? A little unfortunate that. Well, rack some scores the body, I guess. That's something. Maybe we should do more. That's good enough. The thing about the body is once you break it, you can't keep on attacking it, so it's not the best thing to focus on too much. I'm definitely regretting not bringing Ufi Heathcliff, because how good would it be to change Tremor counts now, right? That's alright. Good to know for the future. I kind of didn't think it through, like, I was like kind of like, oh, I don't want multiple amplitude conversions. But no, they do work hand in hand. So it was a misplay on my part. Oh well. C'est la vie. I've been saying C'est la vie a lot recently, and I've got no clue why. I think I'm just making like a that's that and this is this joke, but in a different language for like furthering the bit. Because C'est la vie basically means that's that and this is this, right? Because it means like you know it is what it is, right? It's similar to that. Okay. That's fine. Got a funny vibration compression off here, so that's good. Yeah, a lot of stagger damage isn't doing anything. That's fine. At least Finance becomes a 3 target. Is it? It looks like it's hitting 2 though. It's hard to tell. It might have been hitting 3. I could not see. And you have 4 HP left. That's fine. We can kill you with the daring decision on the body. Nice. Even if we didn't kill there, we would have done 100 damage to the body by passing the check, and we would have just won like that, right? Alright, this doesn't help too much. I guess we'll take Sunshine because we are using a lot of mass attacks, right? Because we're using binds a lot. Okay, and we just do something like this. Okay, that'll work. Nothing too fancy. It's unfortunate we couldn't get any of the funny Tremor E.G.O gifts from that, but that's okay. We'll pull through. And we'll have our chance sooner or later, I'm sure. Our sanity is kind of low. This would be a nice fight to E.G.O, but it might be best to just wait. I also still can't believe that they really did just... They gave us more blunt AoE E.G.Os. Like, we direly need some better slash, you know, mass attacks. But, you know, that's fine. In time, I'm sure. In time. I mean, at least it wasn't more Pierce Vav E.G.Os, right? Blunt Vav is, like, a little different. You physically cannot win this, Ishmael. You're playing the fool. This will work, yeah. Look at Tremor a bunch, just trying to by attacking them. Nice. Tremored. Although I guess just kind of killed there. The Tremor wasn't really what did the job, what did that robot in, but they can pretend. And it's basically close enough. Just these 3 left. There's a giant like wreckage like right in the middle of the centers. Which happens sometimes, right? 2 target that's good enough for me. Grind the molars. Nice, we got the stagger plus on that guy. We managed to get the stagger bar that is, you know, in the negatives of HP thanks to the Tremor. I like Tremor a lot. I always like more Tremor support. Especially because they're doing some pretty interesting things with Tremor. I was definitely very confused by Ufi being Tremor at first, but I definitely like it. I think Ufi Heathcliff himself kind of could have used something else beyond just the amplitude conversion. But it's definitely a cool amplitude conversion. It's cool to be the introducer of amplitude conversion. I just kind of feel like Heathcliff's kit feels closer to what you'd see in a 2-star. Although his rolls are that of a 3-star. Lithograph. That was nice. Because we take too much damage. We do stagger a lot of enemies, so this will be a lot of healing for us. Okay, we've got our sanity back. These guys are neutral to the attack. We'll go for it. We just need the 3 Pride Residents to hit all of them, because it's 5 plus 1. Yeah, that's good enough then. Good work. I think it's kind of hard to tell if we're actually hitting all of them. But I mean, we should be, right? It looks like it. Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. Now they've all gotten the funny. They're gonna, okay. quite a few high levels of stagger going on there. Nice. We do a little staggering. Yeah, there's a bit of a massacre. There's a stagger plus plus. Although it's always take ways to see stagger plus plus more often, because you really don't see it unless you like use like a strong skill 3 on a weak enemy and just kind of tear through them immediately. So getting a way to do it on, you know, more mid-level, I mean, you're not a strong enemy, that's for sure. You're still a mid-level enemy, but you're relatively stronger than the average thing. Oh, it is weird though, because like my peripheral vision, if I look at the screen, it looks like they've got a lot of bleed, but it's just a weird colored tremor. That'll take some getting used to. Okay, this is decent. We've got a fair bit of Pierce. And not the most Pierce. You know, we're more blunty, but we don't have a lot of gluttony either, so that doesn't help too much, but we've got some. Not a lot. Ishmael's skill 1's the main one. Okay, do we think we can pass this? Probably not, but you know, we'll try it. Oh, you can do this. And you did this, nice. Ancient Effigy obtained. It's really rarely worth it because Ancient Effigy isn't good enough to warrant, you know, like how much SP and HP damage you usually get, because the check is hard to take. The check is hard to win. Speech, God. Yeah. We'll do it here, why not? We just need 3 Sloth Resonance, I guess. That'll work. So it's either Sloth or Pride Resonance. This is what the mass tag takes, which is super interesting. It makes sense because Sloth is kind of like what's like closely tied to Tremor. Most Tremor IDs do have Sloth. Some of them don't, of course. You know, notable example being Uvi, but Sloth is what's most closely tied to Tremor. So you can either focus on the extra infinity of the E.G.O itself, Pride, or the one of Tremor itself, Sloth, which is a cool duality. Because obviously Pride is easier to get. Loud noises. Oh, obviously Pride is easier to get because, well, the E.G.O is a Pride thing. But you've got a lot of Sloth, so it's not always that simple. Full staggered right now. Because you're so staggered. Yeah, the Dragon score is also probably just gonna stagger plus and kill this guy. Or stagger plus plus and leave the guy at 3 HP. Close enough. You're also probably getting stagger plus, although you die from it too, because Otis has 4 coins, well, Rodion only has 3. Being of funny Tremor attacks. Nice. And then there were 2. Do we want you to kill? I mean, if you kill, you lose sanity, because these guys are rude. We probably don't want you to kill. Yeah, we'll do that then. That'll be good enough. Doesn't make the biggest difference. It really doesn't. It's the min-maxy thing that doesn't really matter. But it's nice. You lose 8 sanity anyways from the E.G.O, but that's fine. It's alright. You probably could have clashed and gotten more sanity, though, if I'm being honest. I probably made the wrong choice, but that's okay. Choices are made to be done wrong. Sun Tzu said that. I think he knows a little more about failure than we do. Is he invented? Oh, there's Downpour. Alright, cool. Let's sell the stuff we don't need. And we're just gonna upgrade Downpour, and we're probably just gonna be chilling. I'll refresh a little bit more. No dice, alright, that's fine. See if I could, you know, get lucky and get, like, the bell, too, right? Or, like, the eye. Yeah, bunch of Tremor. Very nice. And I guess we'll upgrade Nebulizer, too. Pride Resonance is easy to get, and we'll get it a lot. Sure. We'll roll with that. We could have upgraded something else because we got lucky with the 20%, but I didn't notice that until a little too late. Alright, it's that time of the year. Okay, so true, Nelly. Let's see, music. We can pull out something from Canto 6, like a normal fight music. Canto 6 music. This is a normal fight, but it's close enough. After the ad plays, of course. There we go. This song is fitting too, right? There we go. Okay. But it's all time. You can definitely get tremored pretty hard, I think. Tempted to corrode binds immediately. You know what? Let's send it. Okay, we'll do that. It'll work. Might as well go over the corrosion. Get your sanity down a little bit. Because that'll be nice. Because then we can corrode again the second phase. Because we're going to need to reapply stuff, right? This will be a bunch of tremor bursting and the like, right? Yeah. Okay, we're getting dodged a little bit. That's okay. Gamble should be able to break through the dodge, yeah. Works for me. A little paralysis so that the sin skewering nail, which we already basically guaranteed to win, does even worse. Okay, we should just be able to one-side you a bunch and stack it, especially with stuff like Daring Decision, yeah. We'll do that. And that should work very well for us. And you've been stagger plus. You've never stagger plus prone before, have you? Oh, we might be able to stagger plus the body which is going to be really fun if we can. In the second phase. I didn't quite kill you this turn, but that's okay. We'll stick to the weaker attacks so that we've got our good stuff saved up. You got force staggered. Oh, unfortunately, you're gonna have to be forced to spend your tremor a little bit. That's alright. We could just defend, but like it really doesn't make that big of a difference. We'll just do it like this. That'll work. No matter what, you would have had at best 9 tremor count next turn, so you couldn't have done 3 targets, so I'm fine spending a little bit of tremor to get basically most of it back. Okay, second phase time. Means it is time for binds to shine. Okay, we're gonna need to get the Pride Resonance if we do this. Just coincidentally not hitting the part where you kind of really want to hit the maw. Okay, we're probably gonna... anyways, right? That's not great. Okay, we're not gonna corrode it then. We're gonna stick to the uncorroded binds then. And I guess we should probably... like that or something? Oh, we gotta undo all this real quick? Yeah. Okay, actually that can be the thing that flashes, right? So we're gonna have you... that's a 3. That's right, it's a 3. Okay. So we need to have you unleash violence this arm. We'll have you flash this. That hits everything. Nice. And then everyone else is going to attack here. And that should work fairly wonderfully. You've got a lot of tremor already, so that's good. And we managed to get heads thanks to getting a little bit of sandy back from clashing. We're not corroding, so we don't get the funny amount of tremor burst off. If we need to, we'll go for our next turn. It doesn't really matter too much for us, because we don't have Bell, we don't have the Eye, so tremor burst, all it does is stagger. Okay, there's the stagger plus. And then we just need to do a bunch of damage to get you stagger again. Yeah, there's the stagger plus in the maw. So now the tremor doesn't matter too much, and we can just kind of do whatever, do a lot of damage. Hopefully this hits the maw. It looks like it is. Yeah, I think so. We stagger plus one of the arms too. We're doing a little bit of damage. Because, like, the most insane part about this is, keep in mind, we don't even have the bell. We don't even have the eye. We didn't have either the tier 3s, which makes you just do even more damage. And we didn't even have Ufi Heathcliff for this. Let me, there we go. Nice. Damn, we still just absolutely tore through Tremor. Took 90 damage the entire run. Pretty solid. You just kind of staggered enemies pretty quickly there. So it makes sense. Like, imagine if we had the bell or the eye. We'd have done even more damage, which is an insane thing to think about. Given how we one-turned her pretty easily. I guess it was a little close. If we had gotten, a little bit worse luck, we might not have killed. Like, if for some reason, Faust didn't hit the mob with her mass deck. Yeah, cool. Boxes looking great. 750. I've got, like, 10 E.G.Os I got a thread spin now, though. It'll take a little bit. That's alright, though. In due time. I'm gonna stockpile my boxes a little bit for now, though. Don't want to go through them too fast, after all. Like I did before, and, result in a little bit of suffering. Nice. 1-star kind of day, it seems like. Nothing too fancy, but that's alright. 1-star kind of day, that's cool. 9 shards is 9 shards, aka not the worst thing. But yeah, this, like, the ability to get even higher stagger levels is kind of insane. Like, there's no stagger plus plus plus. Like, that doesn't happen, but that rarely happens anyways. A lot of enemies, especially avid and stuff, you can rarely get beyond normal stagger, and potentially, like, a stagger plus. But rarely, even stagger plus is fairly rare against, actually competent enemies. So this actually pretty notable effect. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!